The main objective as a personal injury lawyer is sort of twofold. We're there for the client to provide them with support to get them access to all the medical attention that they need, but at the same time, we're there for them to make sure that they're properly compensated, that their bills are taken care of, that the family's looked after, and that they could eventually resume some sort of normal life.
The families don't have to suffer. There's information and there's recourse, and there's people out there that can help them.
I didn't realize exactly what had happened to me. I didn't know where to turn to. I didn't know who to speak to. I didn't know what was going on.
A lot of people who've been involved in a trauma or a personal injury have never been involved in that before. So it's very novel, it's an unfamiliar experience, and they really don't know what the process is going to be or what they're going to need. And it's very helpful to put together a team right from the beginning. Put together a team that's going to work for you.
Social worker comes into play very early. They're the person who goes to see the person who's been injured right after the accident. They introduce to that person the benefits and the scheme and what they're entitled to, and they're just giving them sort of a blank sheet of who the players are, how they need to contact them, and what they need to do.
So it's my role to understand the family and its complexities, to understand the family and the trauma that they are going through, and to guide them to be their point person, their go-to person, once they're trying to figure out how life is going to be now that one of their loved ones has had something terrible happen to them.
The case manager helps facilitate everything that your rehabilitation needs require. And this is a person that you'll have a very intimate relationship with, someone who'll be at your home every other week or every day, depending on what your needs are, ensuring that you get the best medical attention possible, ensuring that if you need referrals to other doctors, that they can communicate these to your own family doctors.
Because my injuries were so severe, they assigned someone to me who acted as a case manager. She would be there when I went for doctor's appointments. She would ask the questions I couldn't think to ask. And she would organize my social worker, my physiotherapy, and my occupational therapist.
A lot of my clients find that the process involved following a personal injury or a trauma can be an added stress to what they're already experiencing. And that's where a lawyer can often come in helpful so you can delegate some of that stress to someone else so that you don't have to worry about that and you can focus on your own recovery.
They are at the mercy of the system and what it allows, and it can be bewildering to the point where they cannot manage. And that is the time that they must enter the legal arena, secure the services of a legal expert who is proficient in his or her knowledge of personal injury law to assist them and deal with some of the stress, take away some of the stress that they are attempting to accommodate.
The legal process is difficult at the best of times. And if you're not feeling well and are injured, you're in no fit state to handle it yourself. You need an experienced lawyer to do this for you.
This individual will not only provide legal guidance, but with their significant knowledge of rehabilitation, with their significant knowledge of medicine in general, these legal individuals will be able to assist families in guiding them to the helping professionals that will be of most help to them.
I look at it the same way you would as your medical condition. If you're hurt and you need a doctor, you want a doctor that specializes in that particular area. You don't want a general practitioner. The advice you're going to get from a specialist is much more detailed and geared to what you need, more so than anything else.
I think that every single person brings with them some background, some way of living, of thinking that's unique to that person. I think to be a good advocate for them, you have to understand it. Whether it's a Korean or an Italian woman who's been injured and she's unable to really support her family and take care of her family, that means something very different to her than it may to someone else. And it's our job to understand that background, to embrace it, and to advocate it, and to explain it to someone who may not understand what it means to that person to have that loss. And my job is to clarify that, to step in, to make sure that they get everything that they're entitled to without the red tape. And I love it. We're helping people.